Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Oh, let me fix the tripod. It is already falling. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to sit straight. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Friday. Let's do a time and temperature check right now. By the way, there's a lot going on in the neighborhood. It is currently 3:51 p.m. A little earlier vlog today than I usually do, or than I have been doing the last couple days. Let's see what the temperature is. It's a nice day outside. It's partly cloudy. It says 81 and sunny. It is nice outside today. Do I look a little bit rested? I got some rest last night, so I feel very rested. I went to bed last night, like right at 4 o'clock. Took me about a half an hour. Who just texted me? Somebody just texted me. It took me about half an hour to fall asleep, but then I slept until about 12:30 today, and I got a lot of rest. I just want to say, there were so many comments last night, and or maybe so many people reached out to me too, and just said, like, Peter, I'm worried about you. You need to get some rest, and I just want to say I really, really appreciate that. I'm fully aware of that, and people kind of shared stories with me about when they need rest and, you know, all this kind of stuff, and I just want to say I really, really appreciate it. I went to bed at 4 o'clock last night, so we're moving booze medication back each day by an hour so that we can get it to the set schedule by Monday. And so we moved it from 10 a.m. to 9 a.m. And so Alex gave him his 9 a.m. medication because he was up this morning. And so he gave him his 9 o'clock medication, so I got to sleep until 12:30. So I got like 7 or 8 hours of sleep, solid sleep, and I slept deep. So I feel rested. And then when I got up, Alex left because he had some things he needed to go do. He had to go pick up booze medication today, and then he stopped by to like check on a friend of his that's kind of going through a hard time, and then he also wanted to pick up some skincare products that he loves, so he went and got those. But so he was gone. I was like, well, I wasn't going to film any videos today because I was like, okay, all these people are like, I was going to film a vlog, but I wasn't going to film any other videos. And I had some notes for like a rant video over on my Peter Monn channel. So Alex was gone and I felt rested, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make a couple videos. And I actually was going to also do a review video and a Peter Watches TV video. I was going to do a Peter Watches TV video about Welcome to Plathville because I didn't realize that this week was the season finale of it. Until I started like looking stuff up online about Mariah's boyfriend that she's back with, that she talked about the whole season and wrote songs about. So I was gonna make that video today, and then I was gonna do a review of the native products that I bought from Target, like the deodorant, the lotion, and the body wash, and the spray. But then Alex came home, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get these two videos. So I filmed a video for my Peter Movie Club, which is spooky movie season club this month. And then I also put up a drama video. So we have like no plans this weekend. I have the True Crime Book Club on Sunday, but my plan was, and I announced it about those channels, I was like, I'm not going to film any videos over here until Monday, and I was just going to take the whole weekend off and just film in my vlog. But it kind of depends on how I feel. If I wake up tomorrow and Alex is just watching TV, and I might film a couple videos tomorrow. So I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear. I feel rested today. I feel a lot rested. I feel a lot more rested than I thought I would feel today, so I'm very, very grateful for that. So I did get some good sleep last night. Last night was a little crazy, and I'll get to that in just a second. But I just want to say thank you so much for your concern. I really, really appreciate it. You guys just left really nice comments and just were really concerning comments about, you know, like, make sure you're taking care of yourself. And a couple people reached out to me and said, Peter, you're always so big on self-care. Make sure that you know. Somebody said something like, you can't give to other people. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
How's it going over there?
Busy.
Busy. A couple people were like, you know, or somebody said something like, you know, you always talk about self-care, and somebody said something like, you can't give to other people if you're not taking care of yourself first. And that's something that I always say, because that was like, you know, on the back of my coin when I got out of treatment, it said, you must first be a value to yourself before you can be a value to others. And so I really believe that. Like, you can't help other people. I can't help Boo Radley and be there for Alex and whatever if I'm not taking care of myself. And that's very true. And so I needed that reminder, and I want to say I really, really appreciate that. Tonight, I'm just planning on watching a bunch of TV shows. Last night, I got caught up on, well, we watched quite a few TV shows last night, Alex and I. And then I watched quite a few TV shows myself last night. I really just wanted to watch spooky shows this weekend. I'm just in the mood to like binge watch like Dark Winds. I watched half of the first episode of season 2. I'd started it and then I restarted it because I'd watched like the first 5 minutes the other night. So last night, let me get into my Peter Watches TV channel. Alex and I watched, I'll tell you what's going on here in a second. It's like very, very active right here in the neighborhood. Okay, hold on just a second. So last night, we watched Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which is so good this season. We watched the season premiere. I feel like now you guys are like so close. Do you like me close or far away? Sounds like a song, doesn't it? Okay. And then we watched the season premiere of Real Housewives of New York. It was pretty good. And then we watched Big Brother, which I didn't realize, I forgot that she announced it on Sunday, but there was no Wednesday episode. So it was a 2-hour episode last night. So we watched the Real Housewives first, and then that was done. The 2-hour episode had already like been recorded on our DVR. So we watched the 2-hour episode of Big Brother last night. So now it's down to the final 4. So I got caught up on Big Brother, and then I tried to take a nap, but I couldn't sleep, and I'll get to that in just a second. And so I watched last night Survivor, The Golden Bachelorette, and then I was going to save Welcome to Plathville, but I was like, just get all these shows done so you can watch Criminal Minds, and you can watch Dark Winds, and Alex and I are probably going to watch Heartstopper. He was like, do you care if I watch it ahead of you? I was like, just go watch it. I don't really care. So I don't know if we'll watch it together. He's watching something up there. He finished Lincoln Lawyer last night. So he's like upstairs with Boo Radley. He's like, I'm just hanging out. I'm watching TV all weekend long. He's like, I'm just going to relax and whatever. So tonight, he and I are going to watch Orange County, and we're going to watch Grotesquerie. I'm really excited about seeing the new episode of Grotesquerie. And then I'm going to probably try to finish the 2nd season of Dark Winds tonight. I love that show so much. It is so good. It's interesting because both seasons are based on a Tony Hillerman novel. Like the first one was called The Listening Woman, I think. It was based on the Listening Woman. And the second season is based on one called The Missing People or The Something People. They talk about it in the series. But I remember Tony Hillerman books back in the day. They were really, really, I don't know, like, I don't even know if he's alive or if he's still writing or whatever. I noticed that, like, somebody with that last name, my neighbor across the street is going to go crazy because people are literally parking in front of her, like, in their yard and stuff like that.
Hi.
Hey, lots of craziness, huh?
What?
There's lots of craziness in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Don't say the names, but they're going to go crazy because people are, like, parking in their yard and stuff. Do you see it?
What's going on?
An open house.
Open house?
Yeah. But apparently it already sold.
Really?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing an open house if they already have a bid on it, but...
He had a friend who was taking care of all of his stuff the other day.
Yeah.
He said he was like a father to him, so I wonder if he did.
I don't know. Are you going to go in there and look at it?
I went in there and talked to him the other day.
Everybody from the neighborhood has been going over there. Your grandma was over there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen your grandma walk down this far in probably 3 years, and I saw her walk down today, and I was sitting here and I was like, why is she walking down here? And then I went and looked and I was like, oh, they're having an open house.
I went in there the other day, so I know what it looks like.
Look at you, you become the nosy, you are becoming your grandma.
No, well, he had stuff to get rid of, so I went and talked to him, and I was like, are you just going to dump all of this stuff? Do you mind if I take a look? And I actually found some cool stuff, so.
Your glasses are cute, are they new? I like them. She's being really calm today.
She just woke up from a nap, so
Aww.
like not fully awake.
Hey, we need to do the Inside Plant tour.
Yeah.
And we also need to talk about Fernalicious and Fair.
Hey, you. We can do the inside plants. I mean, they're still outside, so once the
Well, whenever you move them inside, just let me know.
Yeah, okay.
It's a beautiful day for a walk.
I know, right?
I think I'm going to take one later.
Come on.
Have a good time. What are you listening to?
I haven't chosen anything yet. Something happy, I guess.
Something happy.
Something to make me happy.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about TV shows, and I'll get to that in just a second. But anyway, okay. So, okay, so this weekend that came out, I looked on my list last night of October shows. So Unsolved Mysteries came out this week. I already watched that. I already did my reaction show to that over on my Peter. So a lot of people ask me, they're like, have you seen this show? And now enough people are asking me, like, have you seen The Perfect Couple? Have you seen, go over and look at my Peter Watches TV channel, because I probably have covered it over there if it's new and I've watched it. Especially if it's true crime and it just came out. I probably watched it like the day or two it came out, and I've covered it over there. Heartstopper Season 3, I'll probably watch this weekend. Those are half-an-hour episodes. I'll be honest with you, like, I'm excited about watching it, but I'm not, like, that's not, like, at the rush of my list, because I want to watch more spooky shows. I definitely want to see Salem's Lot, so I asked, it's a movie, it's like 2 hours on Max, it's the remake of it. I asked Alex if he wanted to see it, and he goes, what's Salem's Lot? I was like, Salem's Lot, the Stephen King movie? He's like, I've never heard of it before. I go, okay, well, it's about, like, vampires and stuff like that. And he goes, oh, I might like that. And I go, well, do you want to watch it? He goes, I don't know until I watch the trailer. And I said, okay. So I said, watch the trailer and let me know. So if he wants to watch that, we might have a movie night, because he loves Sarah Paulson, and Hold Your Breath just came out, I think, on Hulu. And it's like a horror movie as well, or a thriller or something like that with her. And then the new series Joan came out, and I want to watch that. So those are Heartstopper, Salem's Lot, Hold Your Breath, and Joan. And then I want to watch, I'll probably watch some more Criminal Minds and Dark Winds. But what's on my list to binge? I added some things. I think Daryl Dixon, I'm going to wait to watch until all the 6 episodes are out. I might start watching, Storm of the Century, I can put that one off there. It's on my list. The Midnight Club, which everybody, I must have said the other day Midnight Mass, because everybody, when I said it, did I say Midnight Mass on the vlog? Because everybody commented about Midnight Mass, not Midnight Club. Midnight Mass I loved. I thought that was fantastically done. Yeah, it reminds me of From. If you liked Midnight Mass, you would love From. It reminds me a lot of From. But I have that on here. The Old Man, I think, with Jeff Bridges, I think I'm going to wait until the whole season's out as well for that. Virgin River, I think I'm going to wait until, like, November or December. Hey, how are you?
Hi,
it's good to see you. Oh, look, he's doing so well.
For forever.
Huh?
We don't walk down this way much anymore. He can't go that far.
Aw. I know our little guy's been having a rough time, too. He looks like he's doing good, though.
Well, yeah. He's still moving, but we just don't go quite as far, and this is probably not a great time to go. The evenings are much better for him.
Yeah, because it's cooler outside.
It's good to see you, though.
It's good to see you, too.
You good?
I'm good. Are you good?
Yeah, we're all good.
Your houses are beautiful down there. I love walking by them.
Oh,
They look so pretty this time of year.
yeah. Take care.
You too. She's the one that lives in my favorite house in the neighborhood. And the one with the metal roof. And she's this little Scotty dog that's the same age as, like, I think he's a year younger than Boo Radley. And he's the cutest little dog in the world. Okay, and then, so you, Tanya, I think Caroline's watched it too, but Mel and Alex love you. The Carolyn Kepnes book we read in the book club before it was a true crime book club, and I loved the book. But when I watched, and somebody commented about this the last time I talked about it, when I watched the show, I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of it and I couldn't get into it. And somebody said the show is a little bit different than the book. But Mel read the book and she loves the show. Alex loves the show, and apparently they're coming out with another season. And then Agatha All the Way. I've seen a couple things about it online. It's on the Disney Channel. It's about witches or something like that. Is that good? Has anybody watched Agatha All the Way? Because I think this would be a good month to watch if I'm going to watch it. And Lady in the Lake on Apple. So I've got a bunch of, like, you know, scary shows that I want to watch. The Accident. I was going to do, like, a binge watch of Twin Peaks. I don't, to be honest with you, like, that could even wait until November. I don't know that needs to wait, like, to do that in October. These people were in here for, like, 2 minutes. That was really weird. Well, I guess not really 2 minutes. And The Strain. I want to watch The Strain, too. I have all these scary shows. The Strain has 4 seasons. It's on Disney and Hulu. I think I started watching it years ago. I want to watch The Strain, Harper's Island, The Leftovers, Interview with the Vampire. A lot of people have recommended Interview with the Vampire. Tanya loves it. So I've got that on my list. A couple people keep on reaching out to me about Interview with the Vampire. So I've got a lot of scary shows that I want to watch this weekend. So that's my plan, just kind of binge watch scary shows. But Sunday, we have I have to finish the True Crime Book Club and also watch TikTok Murders this weekend. So I'm going to probably sit out here and play solitaire. I might walk a little bit later. I haven't been walking a lot at all. So I might walk later and listen to my audiobook. Hold on, let me pull it up and see. Okay, oh, I'm on God of the Wood, so I've got to switch it back to the other one. Richard Osman, does he have is this a new book? From the Thursday Murder Club? I think I bought, oh no. Does he have a new book out? Oh, it came out September 17th, 2024. Richard Osman, who wrote the Thursday Murder Clubs. He has a new book called We Solve Murders. And it's book 1 in a series. A brand new... What am I doing? Just put your reading glasses on. A brand new mystery, an iconic new detective duo, and a thrilling new murder to solve. Steve Wheeler is enjoying retired life. He still does the odd bit of investigation work, but he prefers his familiar routines. The pub quiz, his favorite bench, his cat waiting for him at home. His days of adventure are over. Adrenaline is daughter-in-law Amy's job now. Amy Wheeler thinks adrenaline is good for the soul. Working in private security every day is dangerous. She's currently on a remote island protecting mega best-selling author Rosie D'Antonio until a dead body and a bag of money mean trouble in paradise. So she sends an SOS to the only person she trusts. As a thrilling race around the world begins, can Amy and Steve outrun and outsmart a killer? Solving murders, it's a family business. 10 hours and 32 minutes. I have 1 credit available and I'm buying it. I have so many books I have to read. I've got so many good books I want to read. So those are the shows that I'm going to watch this weekend. So our plan is just to like hang out here and rest. Okay, let me just give you a little update on Boo Radley. So 2 nights ago was when he was like, you know, the bath and was running around. And so we gave him half a trazodone. And he finally slept and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so yesterday he was super, super lethargic most of the day. He paced early on, like while I was trying to sleep for several hours. But then he was like lethargic. Well, last night, it started at like 8 o'clock in the evening, and we were watching TV down here, so we had the upstairs closed off and had him down. We put like a little gate in front of the stairs, and so he was down here. From like 8 until 1 o'clock in the morning, he just paced. And it's not like the manic pacing like he was doing, but he's just walking. He'd walk one way, then he'd turn around and walk the other way. He'd walk down to the bathroom, into the bathroom, out of the bathroom, then he'd walk through the kitchen. He just walked constantly. When we moved upstairs, he walked upstairs and just walked around the room and all this kind of stuff. So at one point I tried to take a nap, and I just really couldn't take a nap, which was when I finally came downstairs. So I was really worried about him. I was like, okay, now we had like 2 days where he was lethargic, and we are now... Are we 7 days seizure free? Let's see. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 8 days seizure free, thank God. So, today's the 9th day. So, I was like, okay, we had 2 days where he was completely lethargic, followed by a day of pacing. And I'm like, are we like going, you know, because I said in my video yesterday, like Alex was hopeful, but I just didn't really know what to think when whatever. So finally, I came downstairs, and I was watching some shows because Alex stayed up. And then Alex came downstairs because he was still up. And he was, so I was like, oh, I was getting ready to give him his medicine at 2 o'clock. And he was like, well, I can give it to him. And I was like, well, whoever, whatever. And so Alex gave him his medicine. And then Alex went to sleep. Well, then Boo Radley came downstairs right after that. And because I went upstairs with him when he gave him his medicine. And then I came downstairs, and then Boo Radley came down right after that. So I took Boo Radley out. He was still like wobbly and walking around the yard and whatever. But then he paced a little bit, like probably for half an hour, and then he went upstairs and he went to sleep. So I was like, okay, finally he's getting some sleep. I was really worried. I was like, if we wake up to a 3rd day of this dog being like way off. So I don't know why last night, I was talking to somebody and I said something about the trazodone. And I was like, and something about what I said, like triggered like this thought in my memory. I was like, I remember him long before he ever like did the pacing or whatever, that like the day after, like the night after he would take a trazodone, he would get pretty like anxious and nervous. I just remembered something about that. And I like Google searched and I was like can trazodone cause, I like looked it up. I was like, can trazodone cause pacing in dogs or something like that? I think is exactly what hold on a second. Let me tell you exactly, because what it came up, I was like, okay, can trazodone cause pacing in dogs when it wears off is what I put on there, because it was like so many hours afterwards, right? Dogs when it wears off. And this is what it said. well, there was a whole thing about it, but it said in here that it can, like, anyway, there was like a whole thing that came up. I don't remember exactly. There's like this whole thing. Pacing. Oh, possible side effects of trazodone include sedation or drowsiness, panting, pacing. But then it went in and it talked about, like, once it wears off. So I was like, I'm wondering if the last 2 times that he's paced a lot, the next day, we've given him a trazodone the night before. So today, I, like, just checked with our vet really quick, and she got back to us, and she was like, absolutely, if you're not giving trazodone on a regular basis, and he's not used to it, when it wears off the next day, he can feel, like, a little anxious, and, like, she was like, I've noticed that a lot in dogs, and that there's a lot of people report that there's pacing the next day, and I was like, okay. Well, today, he is, like, I wouldn't say he's 100% back to normal. Hey, how are you? Did y'all go to the open house?
Yeah.
Was there food?
No.
No food?
Not this one.
No, not this one? Did you go to the one on the other side? Oh, you're going over there now? Okay. It's like a social activity, going to open houses. I think they're both, like, there's bids on both of them, which is so weird. So anyway, so, I mean, they go like this quick in this neighborhood. So anyway, today, when I got up, he was, like, sitting next to me, and he was just, like, looking at his paws. And I was like, oh my God, like he hasn't been, like, this normal in a long time. So got up, and then, like, Alex left and whatever, and then I took Boo Radley out, and he was, like, hopping around the yard, and, like, my neighbor was across the street, and he was like, how's the little guy doing? I was like, he's doing, and he went over there and talked to, like, my neighbor, the griller. He went over and talked to him. Then my neighbor next door, she was out, because we were talking to these people that were coming to this open house. They were asking us all these questions about the neighborhood and stuff like that. And she was like, we should be realtors. We really sold this neighborhood. So anyway, but anyway, so he went over to her, and he was just, like, trotting around the yard. I mean, and one of the things I was worried about was that there was, like, a night, like, 2 nights in a row where he was, like, going, like, they always say, like, if there's a lot of neurological issues, they, like, go in circles. He doesn't go in small circles, but he would go in the same kind of routine in circles. He isn't doing that at all today. And so when Alex came back, I said, he seems pretty normal today. And he goes, like, normal? Or, like, I said, or he goes, like, halfway normal, like, between how he was. I said, I would say halfway normal. Like, he's doing much better today. And I said, you know, I think it's about the trazodone, maybe, whatever. And he's like, okay, so we're going to only give it in extreme cases. Like, when we did, and the other night, I mean, he was really anxious the other night after the bath. So that was kind of like a situation. But, and, you know, it feels better knowing that, you know, our vet was like, yeah, that can possibly be, like, after it wears off. So today, I think the little guy got some rest, and he seems good. Like, he was downstairs, he was eating in the kitchen, and then Alex walked upstairs, and he ran upstairs and all that kind of stuff. My hair looks so bad. I'm getting a haircut next week, so I think it's on Monday. So anyway, that's the update on Boo Radley. So, still keeping notes and stuff like that. Somebody reached out to me. Well, she said she doesn't care if I ever say her name in videos, but Mare, she messages me a lot, and she's had senior dogs, and she was like, something about, like, something about me taking notes, and she's like, imagine doing this for years on end. I mean, I was like, I probably, it's so much faster just, like, keep it in my notes app to, like, type it out. But, I mean, it's just going to be like, I'm going to keep notes forever, you know, and how he's doing. So, but it's really kind of helpful to see the tracking of it. So today he's doing much better, and I'm hoping that it goes to the weekend. So I know a lot of you are still continuing to pray and stuff like that, and I just want to say I really, really appreciate that, and just all the kind words and support. It means a lot getting through this. But I feel rested today. I think the little guy feels rested today, and he's doing good today. So hopefully today will go well, and we'll have a normal day today. I need a normal day is what I need. I need a normal day today. So, okay, so yeah, they're having this open house over here, which I think is bizarre that they're having an open house on a Friday. Oh, here's my neighbor. She is bolting across the street, so she's got something to say. Please do not say any names because I'm filming. And she went, what were you going to say?
You want to be a nosy neighbor and look at the open house?
Did you go to it already?
Yeah.
Why is it's all, you know, the only people that are going are the neighbors.
No, there's other people.
I have no desire to go.
And I'm going to go around and look at the other ones, too. You might want to move. Who knows?
I might want to move. People do that. People move from condo to condo in this neighborhood.
You want to move right next door to us.
I could live right next door to you.
Yeah, it's a 2-bedroom and you could have a recording studio.
Oh, I could have a recording studio. You're right. Does it have a basement?
Yeah.
It needs a lot of work, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it needs some updating.
Yeah.
You know, updating. New carpet and paint and stuff like that.
Did you catch up on Survivor?
I haven't watched the first one.
Did you watch? But you watched this week. She told me that yesterday.
And you know what I watched afterwards? I watched that Summit.
What's that?
I kind of like that.
What is it?
It's kind of a Survivor type of thing, but they're climbing this mountain in New Zealand.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
Why do I feel like I know something about that has to do with... I think there might be somebody problematic on that I cover on my drama channel. I don't know why I think that. Are you watching The Golden Bachelorette? Do you watch that?
No.
It's so good.
Oh.
Hey, I was telling your husband earlier, I'm going to need to do a fall garden tour.
Oh.
Where are you walking to? You're what?
I'm trying to walk around there.
Oh, to go to the open house?
Uh-huh.
Is there food at the new... I asked these two ladies that, well, you know, the sisters that live down there.
Uh-huh.
They just walked by and I said, was there food there? They thought that was funny. Yeah. Your pumpkins and everything looks so pretty over here. It looks really nice.
Well, thank you.
We'll need to do a fall garden tour.
Yeah, I'm trying to clean it up, but I've been so busy, I haven't. And I'll probably have some more pumpkins to put out, too.
I need to get some mums and some pumpkins.
Get with it.
Well, I want to go to the flower market. I just want to get 2 mums and some pumpkins, but maybe this weekend we'll run up there. But, tell me when you want to do the garden tour, and we'll do it.
Okay, well, I'll try to get it straightened up.
Before Halloween, you better.
To make it tour-worthy.
Your Halloween lights are pretty.
Thank you.
Now, when will you put your Christmas lights out?
In December.
You'll wait till after Thanksgiving?
After Thanksgiving, yeah. Yeah.
What are you having for dinner tonight?
Oh, just snacking, probably, because we had we went out for lunch and I ate breakfast.
Where'd you go to lunch?
Ciro's over on the east side. We met some friends over there.
What's it called? Ciro's?
Uh-huh.
I've never heard of it.
We're in Cumberland.
Is Cumberland considered the east side?
It's east of Indianapolis.
Well, yeah, but when I think of east side, I think of like Irvington, where you guys used to live, kind of.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Halloween parade this year. Do you know when it is?
It's usually the last Saturday in October.
Okay. I might try to go this year.
Yeah. If you like Halloween, you should.
You like? Do you have your Halloween houses up yet?
No, I'm so behind.
You better get on it.
I know. Well, I've been dealing with this for...
I told her not to say any names.
Okay.
I told you not to say any names.
Well, I didn't know you still had that on.
Well, what did you think I did? Turn it off in the middle of us talking?
Well, yeah. Okay.
Is the open house directly across from you on the lake?
It's a little bit up that way.
Well, come back and let me know what you thought.
I'll bring you a sheet.
Yeah, bring me a sheet. Oh, I want to see a sheet. Is there a sheet on that one over there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it. I told her that you were gonna go crazy because people are parking in your yard.
You don't have much yard to speak of. Well, you better go there and get a sheet.
I'm gonna go get a sheet here in a second.
Okay. Well, I'll get it.
Are you coming back this way or are you coming back that way?
I'm going to go around.
Okay. I'll get a sheet.
Okay.
I thought she told me there was a bid on it already or something.
Maybe.
Why are they doing an open house if it's already, there's a bid on it?
Well, so people outbid each other.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
But I would say, I'll pay this.
It'll go like that.
Cut off the open house. Okay.
All right, well, let me know. It's beautiful outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good apple cider weather.
Yeah. Apple cooking weather.
Have fun. Okay, so they're having an open house. I'm just going to tell the story now. So they're having an open house. Okay, so they're having an I'm like in my head like thinking about this. Okay, so next door to her, the man passed away. So they're having an open house. Apparently there's just 2 open houses in the neighborhood. And I heard that they both have bids on them. They go like this in this neighborhood. But the only people that go to these open houses are people in the neighborhood. Because they go in there, A, to be nosy, but B, because, like, they put out, like, as soon as, like, a house is going to be, like, before it even gets listed, like, if it's, like, let's say 2 weeks before it gets listed, but people are going to list it, they put flyers in our mailbox, and they'll say, like, it's going to be listed, blah, blah, blah. If you're interested, contact the agent, all this kind of stuff, which it's, you know, anyway. So, there's bids on them before they even, like, really go up. And so what happens is, like, a lot of people in the neighborhood, like, if they want their friend to move in the neighborhood, they'll, like, tell them, because they're like, if anything comes open, like, let me know, because I want to buy something in there. And so they go, like, really, really quick. So what's so funny is, it's kind of like, I mean, I haven't seen some of these people come out of their house all summer, and everybody is walking down to this open house today. Well, there's apparently 2. And they're on either side, which is weird that they're having them on a Friday. Our open houses usually, I mean, they're always on Sundays, aren't they? So anyway, but they're having them today. And so everybody keeps them, they're asking, they're like, did you go in there and look at it? I'm like, I don't know why. That feels weird to me. I know that that's not, like, my mom used to love just, like, my mom, if she lived in the neighborhood still, if she was still alive, she'd go over there and look at it. True story, based on a true story. My mom would. She would go right over there and look inside of it. I don't really think it's, like, that nosy of a thing. Like, people always want, I mean, when... Before she bought her house, her grandma was like, when it was like in between, she was like, do you want to go inside and see it? I was like, yeah, I want to see what it looks like. Because each condo in here is completely different. Except for the one, I mean, there's like, I think there's 6 different kinds of units in here, but I hadn't seen what that kind of looks like. But anyway, so we're not moving. That's just too much trouble. But people do in here all the time. Like, people will, like, be in the woods and they'll be like, I want to be on the lake. So when one comes available on the lake, they move to the lake. There's several people that have done that in this neighborhood. Or, I mean, there are some condos in here that are like 4 and 5 bedrooms. They're like standalone houses on the other side. Like, that's where Caroline wants to be, is like up against the woods. And over there on the other side, not this lake, but the other side, the other lake, there's some over there that are like across from them, the lake, but then on the other side of the street, facing the other lake, there's some like standalones that are literally they look like houses. They don't look like condos. And so, like, let's say, you know, like, they want to downsize, like, if their spouse passes away or something like that, they want to downsize. So they'll sell it, and then they'll move into, like, a 2-bedroom over here or something like that. Like, that happens a lot. But anyway, it's kind of funny because all these people keep on, like, walking down here today. I feel like my neighborhood, to some degree, is kind of, like, stuck in the 70s a little bit, which I kind of love. I mean, it's very homey and, you know, people coming over and all this kind of stuff. Her garden looks so pretty. I didn't even, like, I can see how pretty it looks from right here, but I didn't really realize how pretty it looked until I walked over there when I was, like, taking Boo out earlier, and I was talking to her husband, and, she has, like, 2 or 3 pumpkins right here, and then she has, like, a white gourd or something, and then she has, like, those metal things in the ground that, oh, I bought some, Halloween stuff. What did I buy? Now I don't even remember. Well, I bought the bedding, which I think I'm going to do the haul. I'm waiting to see if all this stuff comes this weekend, and if it does, then I'll do the Halloween haul on Monday, and then put it up there. Put it on the bed this weekend, because I think that the comforter and the sheets already came. And so I ordered some other Halloween stuff, though. Oh, I ordered a new wreath, because I've had the same wreath now for like 3 or 4 years, that orange wreath. So I bought a new wreath. And then, what did I buy? Oh, I bought new pillows, too. I bought new pillow covers. And so the pillow covers that I bought, it's like a 4-pack. I was really surprised how cheap they were. If they come and they're like super cheap feeling, I won't be surprised, because they're super cheap, like, pillow covers. But they're like, each of them has like, so the wreath that I bought has like berries and leaves on it. It's more of like a fall. It's not just like a Halloween. It's like, last year I did like the orange, I think it was like orange gingham or orange something like that. And I did the orange thing and all that kind of stuff. This year I'm going in with like more of like a cozy fall kind of theme. Because I want to just get like 2 mums and like some pumpkins, not like a whole Halloween thing. So it can last all the way through November. Although I'll probably put up the Christmas stuff sometime in November. Haven't decided yet. But anyway, I was like, I want to get a new wreath. And some of these wreaths online are like $100, but I found this one on Amazon. If it comes in at super cheap, I won't be surprised, because it was like $23 or something like that. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you and Tiger going to the open house?
No.
He's like, nope, don't care. You walking this dog, she's so cute. But if the pillow covers come and they're super cheap, like feeling or whatever, I won't be surprised, because it was 4 for $9.99, and I was like, this is a good deal. And then I bought the wreath, So I think that's the only two things I bought. I looked for some stuff to like stick in the ground over here, and I didn't really find some stuff. So if I go to like the flower market this weekend to get the mums, oh, they're going fishing. That's my pool crew lady with two of her grandsons. I would love to. We talk about the fishing all the time, and we think it's both the rules are hilarious. I wish they were going fishing over. They're going across the street, which is weird because they live on the lake. So I don't know why she's not just taking them in their backyard, but. She's talking about all the fish on the bridge. Who's fishing? We're not doing any fishing today. She said, too late. I hope you guys catch a lot. She's hilarious. Anyway, she said they heard about all the fish that you can catch on the bridge. There's this bridge down there where it's like, if you look in, it's like literally just all these fish. That must be why she's taking them down there, because they don't have a lot of fish in their backyard or something like that. They have turtles back there, though, they told me. But anyway, we always talk about, like, when we're at the pool, which we weren't a lot this year, but I see her and her husband out every once in a while in the yard and talk to them. But, well, now they take walks. When they walk by here and I'm sitting out here at night, we'll talk, but she's like, we always talk about usually her husband and I talk about the fishing and how they, like, all the people in the neighborhood are so upset about the fishing, and the neighborhood, we're like, it's ridiculous. We pay for these lakes to be stocked. Just let the kids fish, you know? Let the kids, wouldn't you rather have kids fishing than, like, getting into trouble and stuff? I would. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's nice. Let them fish, you know? But anyway, other than the complaining, I think the neighborhood's kind of nice. It's, you know, everybody treats everybody so neighborly in here. Oh, but anyway, I was looking at her mums. She's got like the rust colored mums. I wish that my wreath would come before I get my mums. I really like yellow mums, but I don't think they would look great with the pillow covers I have. I think I need to get like rust colored, or I don't know what color. I like that purplish color, too, of Mom's. Maybe I'll get those this year. She's got white ones. White ones would be pretty, too, but white ones are kind of summery. Oh, these people just pulled right into their yard. She's going to be so pissed. In this big SUV. Literally, like, pulled right into their yard. Well, she doesn't really care so much because her garden's over there, but her husband will be like, he'll say something. It's interesting to me that they're parking so far down when it's like, there's enough parking over there, and there's like a full driveway. It's like twice the size of our driveway. Do you know what this reminds me of? Do you like in the movie To Kill a Mockingbird, if you ever watch the movie To Kill a Mockingbird? It's when the court trial starts, and the kids are like sitting downtown, and they're like watching everybody, like, and Jim says, I'm not going to miss the most exciting thing that ever happened in this town. Do you remember that? It's like, that's what today is kind of like. It's like everybody is going over to this open house, because like nothing exciting ever happens in this neighborhood ever. He's got his hand on the steering wheel. Here comes my neighbor out in the corner. He's like looking to see what's going on. He's got his golfing stuff on. He's getting the mail. I don't think the mail came yet. I checked it earlier. You gonna go to the open house?
Nope. I should, though.
I should? Why should I?
You guys, you know, you need to upgrade.
We need to upgrade. You're right. We do need to upgrade.
Get a nice, you know, view of the lake.
I know. We could be in your building with you.
We already have one.
What? View of a lake?
A view of the lake.
No, I said we could be in the same building with you. He's so funny. You look like you went golfing today.
I did.
Oh, did you win?
Yes, I did.
He's like this, always doing this. I wonder why these people are just sitting in their car out here. It's a nice SUV. It's like this gray, like matte colored Audi SUV. I like it. Oh, they're waiting for somebody to move. I hear somebody starting their car. This is so exciting, isn't it? It's an exciting day in the neighborhood. Oh, because you can't get down the street. I heard these two women earlier saying, when I was sitting out here, is that why they're moving? They're waiting for the other car to come? They said there's no parking on the street. These two women were like, I wouldn't live on the street because you couldn't even park on the street. What would you if you had a party? There's not a lot of parties that happen in this neighborhood. They're going down there to park. But when there are parties that happen in this neighborhood, people just park on the street anyway. You just can't get by. They usually just park on one side so you can drive down the other side. But sometimes down here back in the day, they would park on both sides and you'd like go around this way to get out. But usually people, if like they have a party, well, they'll let their neighbors know first of all, and then they'll like just park on one side of the street. I mean, our street is like small. It's not like a big street. It's like all the streets in here are like small, like a little town. I think I said that the other day. So yeah, tonight when I get my vlog up, well, I'll get it. Both my videos are already posted. My my rant video and my Peter Movie Club video. Those are both posted. So when I get done with this, I am going to render this and then go inside, and then I'll probably sit out here for a little bit, play some solitaire, listen to my audiobook. You know what, actually, excuse me, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to switch this back over to, what just happened? Okay, please don't start. Okay. I'm going to switch it back over. Yeah, I have 2 hours left of The Serial Killer's Apprentice. So I'll probably sit out here and play solitaire for a little bit and listen to that. And then, because I'm going to finish, I'll probably listen to like an hour tonight and an hour tomorrow, and then watch TikTok murders, and then I'm just going to watch TV and relax. I feel like today, waking up, getting some sleep, and I know that every day is going to be different. Like, Boo Radley's going to struggle. I'm not, like, I know that one day is not going to be our future, but it's given me a little bit, I feel really hopeful today. It's given me a little bit of hope that I can find a normal within all of that. So, I'm really grateful for that. I screenshot something I was going to do a Peterisms video about. Somebody was asking me about the sick man's prayer. Oh my God. So I was talking in my rant video about these Facebook groups that I keep on getting recommended that I'm not any part of. And there was this one called American Tiny House Designs. Have you guys ever seen this? It's so cute though. I mean, we basically have a tiny house anyway because it's 1,200 square feet. But what's the average? I mean, some of these houses look bigger than our condo. What is the, who is calling me right now? This doesn't look like a spam call. Let me take this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Somebody's selling me a car. But it was like from like a number that looked familiar to me. They're like, we're offering you a discount. I'm like, I'm not interested in a car right now. And she's like, well, do you think that? I was like, I won't be driving a car anytime in the near future. I'm not interested in buying a car anytime. But anyway, but thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate it. What was I going to say? So yeah, so, I was telling somebody earlier. Here's my video. I can delete this that I uploaded earlier. I was telling somebody earlier about the sick man's prayer that my sponsor showed me that I love, which is, God, when a person offends me, help me. I had a friend of mine that reached out to me about like a family member that they were struggling with, and my sponsor had me do this, and this was so helpful. This prayer that she gave me years ago. God, when a person offends me, help me to remember this is a sick person. Help me show the same tolerance, pity, and patience that we would cheerfully grant a sick friend. Show me how can I help them? Save me from being angry, thy will be done. And it's really like when somebody is struggling with like addiction or mental health issues, or you're just like having an issue with them, or you're in an argument or a fight with them, you know, that see them as like, grant them the same tolerance that you would grant like a friend of yours or a family member that's sick, you know, that you would be empathetic towards them and compassionate. And that prayer has helped me so much and completely changed my perspective and how I look at things in the world. So I was sharing that with a friend, so I had that screenshot in my phone. But I wanted to, and then the American Tiny House Design, and then I screenshot this last night. Welcome to Plathville fans. Surprising reactions to the season 6 finale may seal the show's fate. Although it says it's going to continue to go on if you read the article. That's actually a good, like, it's not a thumbnail, but it would be a good thumbnail. I ended up watching that last night. I'm very confused about what is going on. I'm very confused about it. But what I was more confused about it, if you watch Welcome to Plathville, I'd love to know what you thought. When I read this article, you can read it. It's from Screen Rant, and it's Welcome to Plathville. Okay, so I didn't realize this was the season 6 finale this week, so I watched it last night. Well, it's mostly about Mariah and this guy that she's dating, that she wrote all these songs about, and then she gets back together in the final episode, and then like her brothers and everybody are like real upset about it, because like he's not been a nice guy. And so I went in there and I was like, seeing what was going on. And, oh my God, here's another person coming to it. I don't know why they don't just tell them that there's been like, I mean, is that true? Like, you would have an open house after you already had bids on the house? Like, that's weird to me. But anyway, I don't know. So, so when I was reading it underneath the comments underneath here, it was literally like people were talking about the show not going on, and it was flooded with comments that people were like, I'm so sick of Olivia being on there. She's not even part of the Plath family anymore. She needs to be done with the show. And I was like, I had kind of a different take. I'll be honest with you. I think that Olivia is kind of boring for the show. I think the whole show is boring, if you want to know. I don't even understand how they're keeping it going. None of them live together. None of them, I mean, Ethan and his mom don't get along. Half the siblings don't talk to one parent. Half the siblings don't talk to the other parent. Half the siblings don't even really ever talk or get along together. Lydia's been on like a 2-year, like, around the world trip doing worship music and stuff like that. I'll be honest with you, I was watching it last night, and Mariah's doing this concert in the season finale, and then Lydia sings a song, and I'm like, Lydia has a better voice than any of these people on this show, and can play guitar like nobody's business. And Lydia's been somebody that in the entire show, all 6 seasons, Lydia's faith has never wavered. Not once. Like, she was the one that wanted the prayer closet and all that kind of stuff. And in fact, when they're planning to do the concert, her and their mom, Kim, and Mariah are talking about what kind of music they want to play. Kim is just excited because she got a new electric bass, and so she wants to be a rock star, the mom. And so people were talking about that last night, too. They're like, she traded in all of her long clothes for, like, mini skirts and short dresses, which is true. But, hey, more power to her. She's got, one of her daughters is like, Mom, your nails are so long. She's like, I mean, she done left the church and the family. She's living her best life on a houseboat. But anyway, somebody said she doesn't live on a houseboat. Have you watched the show? Her boyfriend has a house, but she lives on a houseboat. She and her kids live on a houseboat. I mean, I don't know why you're arguing with me about it. They showed it on the show. She lives on a houseboat. She has no idea how to even start the boat. So anyway, she doesn't even know if it has. She's like, Micah's like, do you have a key? And she's like, somewhere inside I have a key. He's like, one key? She's like, I have a key inside. I mean, you bought a houseboat, okay? And then this last episode, she's talking about, it's interesting to me because they must not make a lot of money for the show. Like, it's a show on TLC. Like, TLC apparently doesn't pay their people a lot of money. I've heard that. Housewives, some of them make like $100,000, $200,000. I think maybe $200,000 is gross over exaggeration, but like $100,000 an episode. I think TLC shows, they make anywhere from like, it's not big money, $10,000, $20,000, but they split it between like the whole family. So I know that they have, like, Sister Wives. Like, people think that Sister Wives, like, they made a ton of money. They didn't make a ton of money off that show. Like, when I looked it up, how much they were making per episode, it also had to be split between every person that was on the show. So, like, if in one episode there were, like, 16 kids, 4 moms, and Cody, like, they had to split all that money between them. The contracts are written that way. Plus, you have to put that money aside for the kids and stuff like that. So, you're talking about, let's say if they made $40,000 an episode, well, I mean, what's 40? I mean, my math is so bad, but what is 40,000 divided by 20 is $2,000. No, wait, is that $2,000 a person divided by? Shoot, this is why I'm timesing it. Why can't I do math at all to save my life? People are like, yeah, Peter, it's $2,000. So I mean, each person makes $2,000. Okay, so let's say you're paid like. Okay, so let's just say at the most you make $2,000 an episode. I know that people are going to be like, this math is so wrong. Probably, I'm just kind of like assuming this, right? So let's say 2,000 times 14 episodes, so $28,000 in a year. I mean, that one person like Mary or Robin might make. Let's just say if she makes $40,000. Well, Kim's talking about. So I'm assuming it's the same for them. I know that 1,000 Pound Sisters, they don't make shit on that show. I know, because I've talked to Amy Slayton about it, and she told me, like, she's like, oh no, we make better money now. And I was like, that's still not a lot of money. But, so, which is crazy to me when you watch some of these shows, like on Bravo. I mean, they make so much money on Bravo for their shows and whatever. But anyway, Kim was talking about how, so Ethan, Lydia, and what's the third oldest son's name? Well, I can't think of his name. He's got the longer hair and always wears the hat. He's the one that wants to be his like flight instructor was Ken, who's now Kim's boyfriend. Why can't I think of that kid's name? Shoot. Anyway, they go and they do parasailing. Plath children. People were kind of coming for Veronica, Mariah's girlfriend, too, and saying she was getting too much in the family drama. I kind of live for it, to be honest with you. Here they have Hosanna Plath. She's not been in one episode. They've actually showed her in like a singing thing last time. Like, she doesn't want to be on the show at all. Isaac Plath. What? How old is he in this picture? 9? He's like 20 now or something like that. But anyway, they go parasailing, and then afterwards, Ethan and his mom talk, and he said something about, like, do you think you would do it? And she's like, no, I can't afford it, because I need to save money, because I can't hardly, she's, like, struggling financially. She said something like, I can't pay my bills, or something like that. And he just kind of looks at her, and he's like, but you paid for mine. She's like, well, we all pitched in for yours. And I'm like, y'all have this huge house, like, that the dad is still living in. Sell the house. Like, they have this huge house, right? And now she's living on this. She must have got so screwed. Because they talked about how they owned property. Her and Barry owned property together. And what's the city? Because I always think of Indiana. Because, like, in Indiana, we have, it's Versailles. They pronounce it Versailles, even though it's spelled just like Versailles. And they call it Milan, but it looks just like Milan. Cairo. They live in Cairo, Georgia, which looks like Cairo to all of us. But anyway, they have this huge house. Apparently they own property and stuff there, but she can't pay her bills. Barry seems to be doing just fine. I don't even know if he works or does. Do any of them work or do anything? I don't think any of them on the show work or do anything. Mariah thinks she's a rock star. She's not. But anyway. But I have to say this about Lydia. Like, Lydia, I kind of actually like. Oh, so this one scene where they're, like, talking about the concert and, like, Kim's like sitting back, like, she's like the next Stevie Ray Vaughan or something with this bass guitar she don't even know how to play. And Mariah's like, but we're not going to do gospel music. And Lydia is like, her humor is so funny. And she's like, I mean, I would just love to play worship music all the time. I live for her. I live for her being so, like, she knows her path and this is her path. I know that's probably, okay, you got a flyer. Are you bringing it to me?
Yeah, for both places.
Okay, I'll turn this off. Hold on. It's time for you to go. What'd you just say?
I said, you're kicking me out after that.
Well, why don't you tell the people what you just said?
I said, look at his yard. It's a mess.
Oh, is that somebody? Look, they got a Jeep Wrangler. They could move in here. That'd be kind of fun. No, I mean, I need to pick these weeds. And look, this isn't going to take me that long to pick these weeds.
Back those flowers. Those skates.
That's all I need to do is pick the weeds and cut those things back. That's a 15-20 minute job.
It won't take you long. You get out here and hustle.
You're trouble today.
Yeah, trouble.
Did he park in that driveway? Is he going to the open house? That orange Jeep?
Which one is it?
Right there.
Oh, he is.
Around the corner.
This one, okay.
He looks a little closer to my age, doesn't he?
Maybe he's. Maybe he has a husband.
Maybe he does have a husband. You don't know.
But his husband's not with him.
It's a nice Jeep, but I don't like the color.
You don't?
No. Would you drive that Jeep?
Yeah.
You would? An orange Jeep like that?
Sure, I like bright colors.
We need to gay up this neighborhood a little bit.
Yeah, we do.
She said, yeah, we do.
I agree.
I'm going to get me a whole bunch of them Pride flamingos next year.
All right.
Hey, where do you buy your little things, like your little Halloween? Do you see hers next door where she's got that, like, that pumpkin and stuff?
Yeah.
And then you've got some Halloween signs. Where do you get yours?
I got some of mine at Menards, some at Hobby Lobby, some at Michael's.
I like them.
They do. Yeah, you need to get this place festive looking.
I bought a new wreath. It's coming. New pillow covers. I'm getting Mom's this weekend. And I will pick the weeds.
You need to festive up this place. It's looking kind of shoddy.
You know what She's giving me a hard time. Hey, you know, when my patio still looks nice, it just looks like summer.
It looks like summer has come and gone.
She's going to take care of my ferns through the winter.
Who is?
Next door.
Well, yeah, she likes those indoor plants.
You don't like the indoor plants.
No, I don't. No.
I'm gonna get me some Halloween lights. I'm gonna throw them over my weeds.
Okay.
Do you think my hostas are gonna do good next year?
Yeah.
You think they'll come up bigger than they did this year since we planted them?
Yeah.
She's looking at it. She's like, a couple of these are those called thistle weeds?
Thistle.
She's like, a couple of these thistle weeds are bigger than your hostas.
Yeah. For sure.
Look at her out on her bike. She never rides a bike.
Every now and then. Maybe she's gonna ride over to the other open house.
Her grandkids were fishing. She just took him over there to go fishing.
You're doing what? Taking care of the fishermen. Okay.
She just say taking care of the fishermen.
Uh-huh. She's got some fishermen back there.
Yeah, they're over there fishing on the bridge. I heard her talking about it. It's a nice night.
Where's her mail?
Where is it? It is kind of late for mail, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Back like the old days.
Back like the old days.
Okay.
Have a good one.
What's for dinner?
Not much, I don't think. I'm not even really that hungry.
Okay.
I love that how you match your hokas with your shirt.
These are just my,
No, you do though. Those are gray and your t-shirt's gray.
these are my old everyday t-shirts. I kind of dress in dark colors around here.
Yeah.
Because I'm always messing in the dirt.
Yeah.
And it doesn't show dirt as much.
I like those. Those are cute.
Colored shirt and,
I like those. Are cute though.
well, thank you. These are my old. Yep, I hope.
Have a good one. She's such a sweet lady. She's having a hard time because she and her friend, like one of her friends that she's been friends with like for 50 years, is not doing great. I think she said something about it in a video a long time ago, and she was like over there at the hospital with her and stuff like that. Well, anyway, they're trying to get her into like an assisted living or a rehab unit, but it's just her and her friend because this woman has like no family or anything, so she's been doing like a lot of that. I just think that's so sweet. I was telling her, I was like, I always wonder like being an only child and not having kids and stuff like that. Like if Alex and I didn't make it, I'd be like, okay, who's gonna take care of me? Like cousin Caroline. I mean, she's my age, and or her son or whatever. It's like. And she's like, you've got friends and family that love you. They would take care of you. I do feel that way about people in sobriety. Like, we all take care of each other in sobriety. But I think that's really nice that she and her friend are doing that. So she goes over there every day and sits with her, and they're trying to, she and the other friend, she and her friend are helping the third friend, that they've been friends for, 50 years or something like that. And they're trying to help her, find a place. So I think that that's really nice, because she's she can't be on her own anymore. So they have nursing care that's coming in there right now, but she's she just needs to be someplace. And so, anyway, I think that's so sweet. She's like, I haven't been really able to do a whole lot of gardening because I've been over there so much with her. Yeah, this weekend, I'm going to sit out here. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to sit out here with one of my audiobooks. This literally will take me 15 minutes. I mean, it's this along here. But there's no weeds over on that side. So it's going to take me 15 minutes. And then I got to cut these things back, the hosta things. She's always giving me a hard time about that. I need to find the mulch that I like for next year. I need to look it up and see what it's called. Does anybody know what that's called? The really dark mulch. Oh, the battery's at the halfway mark. Have I been vlogging that long? I don't even remember what time I started. I would need to find that really dark mulch. Are you coming over here to give me a hard time? Oh, she's riding through my yard?
Where are your mums?
What do you mean, where are my mums? I was looking at your mums over there.
I know, aren't they pretty? Sullivan's.
I love your glasses. Your sunglasses.
Thank you. They're eye surgeons of Indiana.
Oh, okay. I was just telling, I'm filming right now, so don't say any names, but I was just telling everybody, I was like, my pool crew lady that I go to the pool with, I said her grandkids are fishing today. Did you take them down the bridge?
They're down there with my brother.
Yeah.
My other brother's down here.
Did you go to the open house?
I did. I don't want you scaring anybody away. I would prefer a nice couple over a single lady.
Kind of crabby, is that what you said?
Yes, they do. That's who, when we were there were two of them.
Don't you wish you had another neighbor just like me?
Oh, that'd be fun.
I wouldn't mind it.
Then we could all go to the pool together.
Pool looks real nice right now. Green as green can be.
Is the water still in there? I looked the other day.
Yeah.
Are the chairs still around there?
Yeah. Well, they're piled up. They're piled up.
Good thing we had to close that pool so quick. Sure.
They never asked me either.
But you were at the lake all summer.
No, I'm not.
You were this summer. I missed you.
Not much.
That bike is cute.
I don't like it. It's a Costco special.
It's a nice bike though.
It's too heavy.
Oh,
I want my sister-in-law's bike.
okay.
I'm waiting for her to get an electric bike, and then I'll take her.
Are your grandkids? I thought I was giving you a hard time because how the ladies, you know, that I was telling you the story about. Yeah, she's not. How they said, "No fishing today, boys."
Well, and you know, we had 10 Cub Scouts here last week one night fishing, but they only fished from Fred's house to our house. They all caught something.
Yeah.
They were all thrilled. But somebody came early and went down on the bridge and got called away.
Did they really?
Got told to leave.
It's so silly, isn't it?
But these aren't even my grandkids. These are my brother's kids, grandkids.
Just let them fish.
But they want to fish. So I'm waiting for the other 3 little ones to come and spend the night with us.
Oh, that'll be
You
fun.
want some entertainment tonight?
I'm good, but are we gonna watch movies or something tonight?
They're going to get Chick-fil-A for dinner, turn a movie on, have some popcorn. Good night.
Grandma.
Which is no problem, except they'll get up at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Because you got 12 grandkids, right?
No, 8. Just 8.
Why did I think you said like your oldest one's in high school and your youngest one's like 2 or something?
That's true.
Yeah, okay.
One's 15 and the youngest is 2.
Well, it's good seeing you.
2-year-olds. Well, keep recording.
I will. I watch your movements, you and your husband down there going in and out and watering the plants with your water bucket. And
With no power last weekend.
you guys were out as much as we were, I noticed.
Yeah.
The grid, I can't figure out the grid around here. It's weird.
Well, they had it.
Yeah, they had it.
Across the street had it.
We didn't, and you didn't.
And around the rest of the lake didn't.
Yeah, it was weird. I want a bike now to ride around the neighborhood. I have a bike, but I just need to like blow up the tires.
Well, there's a thought. Kind of hard to ride for nothing.
I have a Schwinn. It's like an old vintage one. I should just give it to you. I never use it.
I have a tandem Schwinn. I tried to sell to one of the roofers or something, and he considered it for $500. He said no, but it's worth that.
Are you like that serious of a bike rider?
No, not at all. I can't even go up the hill over on Sylvan Ridge. I have to walk.
Now, are you over? You already have it figured out who you want to move in our neighborhood next? You said
Well, I would like
a couple,
a young couple.
a young couple. That's okay. Hold on a second. That is not. What do you mean? She's laughing. A young couple is never moving in this neighborhood.
Well, if they see we're having fun.
If they see we're having fun, we need to have a block party.
Yeah, those are fun. Anyway.
I forgot how messy you are. Okay, so a young couple or
I want a single.
a gay guy.
Well, he'd be fun.
He'd be fun. But you don't want a single older lady. Because they're crabby, you said.
I have to wait for my break.
I had to stop the camera because I told you no name. She's riding off. She goes, I had to deliver worms down there. Serious business. Have fun. That's my pool crew lady. I love her so much. I love that she just came riding up in my yard on her bike. It is a fun day in the neighborhood. This is really, really fun. I'm having a good day over here. Oh, she drove up. I thought you were going to give worms. Oh, she drove right into her garage. She goes, I already did. Drove right into her garage on her bike. Oh my God. This neighborhood is so much fun. Never a dull moment. These houses, these papers that she gave me, I don't know what I think about all this. They actually are listed for quite a bit. But they both have bids on them. I love that it says on this one, pickleball, tennis, and pool. I should say. And drama to go along with it. I should write in there and put it back in the box. I used to love to get these things. Tony and I used to drive around houses all the time and get these. These, like, you know, these flyer things that you get in the, you know, of the houses. You had me at sunroom with a beautiful lake view. I'd like to have, do they both have lake views? The other one? Waterfront, both of them. I'd like to have a waterfront. Sometimes I think it'd be fun. But Caroline said that everybody across the lake could see in your house. I'm like, they can't even hardly see across the street, let alone see in your house. She's like, well, I want to be back against the woods anyway. So yeah, so this weekend I am going to, I'll probably just put I might even do it tonight. Oh my God, the battery's about flashing. You know what, I'm gonna go inside right now and I'm gonna put my AirPods in, render this vlog, get this vlog uploaded, and I am going to clean my weeds right now. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a shower, put my pajamas on, watch my shows tonight with my husband and by myself. Have a great weekend. I'm excited. So, thank you for listening and hanging out with me. Much better day today. I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Friday and a fantastic beginning to your weekend. I'm trying to get this done before the battery dies. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!